Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we're looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Colorado head coach told me before the game, this running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Buffaloes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Back to throw, it's Bowling. Look out! Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
He stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Still looking to his right. Out wide right, it's Brown. He'll be dropped.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that 1st down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the 1st down, gets out of bounds. New set of downs for this offense.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's a sack.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a gap. It's Young. At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you can tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Running inside, it's Brown. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Moving the pocket, it's Boley. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead is 6 in the 1st.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Defense all over him.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Lewis to throw. Caught by Williams on the right. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Young. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Taylor. Dragged down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Turns up, it's Anderson. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
To the air, it's Bowling. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Sells to run, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Second down, gonna throw it. Gets rid of it. Couldn't set his feet.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Pulls it in, it's Moore.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick give, it's Welch. Breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Colorado. Saw a crease, Nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Sets his feet. It's Boley looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for room. It's Young. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throwing. Lewis. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision making.
3rd down from the gun. Lewis. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Boley. Just had to get rid of it.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They punted away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to field this one. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Play action with Lewis. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Just gets rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To throw, it's Boley. Moving out to the right. This time on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quickly out to the tight end. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
2nd down, gonna throw it. The quick out. And that'll be enough for the 1st down. A gain of 13 on the play, and the clock stops for the 2-minute timeout. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Boley. Under pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Dead center perfect. And now they take the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Takes a hit as he fires. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Buffaloes right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Right down the middle. Lucky to get it off.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Here's Lewis to throw. They're all over him. He's going to take off. Past the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Lewis to throw. Rush is on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Escapes the pressure to his right. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Offense going to be challenged to protect on 3rd down after that last sack. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Here comes the heat. Finds his back in the middle. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Interesting 1st half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 10 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Crimson Tide coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And I feel like they kind of needed that play right here on 3rd down, man. They've kind of struggled. They've had to punt several times this football game. They've already dug themselves a hole. Maybe that will give them a little adrenaline shot. Maybe that can give them some momentum moving forward. They got to have something. They need a spark to get back in this football game.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Now, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for him.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis makes the grab. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Snags it. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Welsh. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure. I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
They'll run it. It's Taylor. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
The Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Hands it off. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Hits the hole. It's Young. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And after that last field goal, they start this 3rd quarter, find themselves playing from behind. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
To the air, it's Boley. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Caught over the middle, it's Miller. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
If we're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Left side is Harris. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along.
After the filthy move, he's got room. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Arizona State. They take the lead here in the second half.
And the defenses have dominated this football game until now. Finally, the big explosive play comes, and it comes through the running back. Nice job blocking up front. He finally got a hole, Palmer, that he could run through, and he does the rest.
Yeah, the defense have been playing so well up to that point, but not everybody in their gap, not everybody taking the right angles, and he was able to take advantage of it. It's been a rare mental breakdown for this defense, and now next time they take the field, they got to lock back in, because obviously this game is still close.
He's into the end zone again, a little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play fake, Lewis. Right side, it's Taylor. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Hits inside. It's Young. Turning it on. It's a fumble. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Looking for room. It's Young. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing. Lewis. Look out. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Brown again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The give. Looking for a crease. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And and I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting a run, not only a positive run, shoot, we almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Lewis to throw for it on fourth. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Bowling. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Out wide right, it's Harris. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Punt is on its way. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Handoff again. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
This could be the biggest play of the game so far. Third down and 2. From the gun on third down, Lewis. Out wide left, it's Taylor. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Man, you could just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that first down. He knows, hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this first down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Lewis can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Lewis wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
It's Lewis again. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. There he goes. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, ASU. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Perry. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Lewis to throw.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Under pressure. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. 4th down, Lewis. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quick.